And I moved to New Hampshire.
They used to have like a small bus. Remember that bus they brought up to Avon Park a few times? And it's kind of like a church-sized bus. Airport shuttle bus. Yeah.
Good morning and welcome back to Englewood Cycling. My name's Kevin. I like to ride bikes
Say they.
and I like to make videos.
The guy that owns that.
This morning we're riding with friends over in Sebring, riding from their neighborhood, the Country Club of Sebring, south to Lake Placid to a little restaurant called Morty and Edna's for brunch. And that's what that intro video was the Lake Placid farmers market at Journal Plaza. Anyways, this was a couple Saturdays ago. It was a beautiful day. It wasn't quite cool yet, but it was cooler than it had been, if that makes sense. We got Willem, who's right here next to me, and you've seen him previously when we rode to Boca Grande. And in front of me is Tim, and behind me are Joy and Tim's wife Debbie. Simple ride, country roads, one busy road, State Road 66, which we'll be to in a couple minutes in this video. That was not fun, part of our out and back. And we basically, that's all we did was an out and back route, so nothing special. Just a nice morning with friends, good food, good roads, couple hills. Let's ride.
Barely breathing, don't let go. Hear the whispers.
This is State Road 66. It's a necessary evil to connect the quieter country roads. However, later on we'll be on Lake June Road, and we actually had an incident there. It's a nice road, but there's a fair amount of traffic on it, and they're just, on average, a little bit less patient, especially when you're in the hilly part and there's a short line of sight, and when they should be waiting to go around us, they want to squeeze by. So we'll see that in a bit.
Burn your bridges, make your choice. Fight your demons, raise your voice. They're only silent if we're making noise. So let the battle begin. Bended knees and broken bones, a bleeding heart.
I forgot to mention that this ride took place on Saturday, September 27th, 2005.
What we came for, revolution.
I was a little reluctant to post this portion of the ride because after getting unnecessarily and aggressively honked at and passed by a pickup truck, one of us, out of just reactionary anger and your adrenaline's flowing, kicked someone's trash can down. But the trash can's on the shoulder, which is supposed to be the bike lane, is part of the reason why we were ever so slightly over the white line, which we're legally allowed to do, but the motorists don't care that we can, and they get pissy. We were all experiencing a high dose of adrenaline, so I took this opportunity to kind of move up front, let everyone's, including my own nerves, settle down so that we didn't have any arguments among ourselves or just, whatever. I went up the road. But I think the video is pretty clear that we were not intentionally out in the middle of the road being in the way. And if we were, there was probably good reason for that, and it's legal.
Yeah. I forgot how to rein it in. I know exactly what to say to it. If you could think like you always did, I would have never walked away from this. When you were walking in the summer rain, I saw you singing with that song again. Before the night when we looked the same, you could have asked me to do anything. Holding you, holding me in the moonlight, I guess it's not what you had in mind. Look around now, I see it so clearly. I can't make you believe, can't make you believe. I forgot how to rein it in. I know exactly what to say to this. If you would talk like you always did, I would have never walked away.
I met with this guy this week.
I don't know about my speed.
I told him his bike wreck, so
He rolled pretty good.
yeah. I was like, hey, they're in the wrong place. B. The damaged bikes. I don't think he knew I was joking.
See, this pin is great blue.
And then if he cares, he doesn't care.
I think he's quick with it. Oh, well.
Well, you got it made. You got it made in the dirt. Just suck your legs down here.
Yeah, I'll take care. I can flip it if you want.
No, it doesn't fit.
Okay.
This man roughed in a lot of our houses for us. Yeah, this is Children's brother.
Oh, I forgot to grab cash, so I got to tap the page.
Yeah, I told him, I said, he's not.
I forgot how to rein it in. I know exactly what to say to this. If you would talk like you always did, I would have never walked away. Holding you, holding me in the moonlight, I guess it's not what you had in
I only included metrics on this one short little section of video because I wanted to kind of show some of the hills we get. So pay attention to the slope on the bottom right corner. I think it goes up to maybe 13% or so. Not very long, but you know, when you're not used to it, you can feel it.
Looks like it's service to his house, but it's his mailbox.
And there's even wires to the main
But
utility
it's like
pole,
this high. I'm like,
not,
how
they're
the hell
dead.
did they allow that? I was like, definitely gonna get some favorite pool. Didn't work. Hey, you can. You got the license to that footage, but I need you to use it at twice the speed I actually went by there.
I'm gonna have to slow it down so we can see you.
No.
I have to put it at 25% speed just so we can see. Oh, that's real.
No, I think you gotta be at least double. Otherwise, it looks like I'm not doing anything.
I'm gonna sell it to Warner Brothers so they can put it in the movie The Flash.
It's the first time I sprinted on like gravel pressures. That's pretty freaking sketchy, dude.
Feel the bike kind of floating around. That explains some of that Jasper Phillips and stuff. Whew. I was gonna try to slow you down, Willem, so we can go by as a group. And I was like, oh, I'll see what he's doing. He's gonna go right by the camera. All white sand. Put a fence up and slow stuff down. Now when that fence was there, that sand was all over the road here. Pretty long before they realized, but I look at the name. It's still like a satellite shots. It's called Cow Lake. There's no water within 1,000 miles. I promise. I'm like, okay. So that sandpit made me think of that. That's right. That's like Northern Lake right there. Yeah. Like Kent on a fast bike. Shoot Kent. Hey Kent, I see Kent. Kent's got a girlfriend.
I realize I don't say this enough, but I really do appreciate that you take the time to watch my videos. So leave a comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff to keep the views coming, and I appreciate your time. Let's ride.